Om Shanti. Hi Enid, Om Shanti, happy Thanksgiving. Malalane, mi amor, tan linda, felicidades. Just relax, settle in. Hi Jane, happy Thanksgiving, Om Shanti. Hope you had a beautiful day. Just relax, settle in. Start our meditation right at 7, so this is your chance to just quiet your mind for once, to feel at ease, to say it's okay to have silence when I'm alone, to feel those vibrations of peace and to claim them. Cousin Dom, Om Shanti, happy Thanksgiving to you and the family. Take a moment to catch your breath and breathe out and relax. I inhale all the qualities of peace and love and happiness. And then I exhale negativity, anything that shouldn't be with me, I just let it go. It's that easy. Let it go. Just like Thanksgiving 2020, it's coming to a close, letting it go. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, happy Thanksgiving, good evening. Here in downtown San Antonio in front of the Frost Bank. So it looks like they're getting ready for Christmas already. Usually I talk about how quickly time is going, and as I was sitting here getting ready for meditation and reflecting on 2020, I was thinking the year actually went a little bit slow with all that was going on, all of the craziness. And thinking back to 2019, I was so looking forward to 2020. The numbers felt magical. 2020. I think everybody had the same impression, and it was going to be this very special year. And I don't know about you, but as I look back over the last 11 months, there's been a lot of craziness. And so I think it's good, like most, that we're saying it's coming to a close. It seems that America was focused on politics, not just with the election, but with the entire year, whatever our point of view was. But as the year comes to a close, I'd like to invite you to let it go. Let the entire year go. Let your opinions go. Anything that's not bringing you benefit, let's say we're ending it. And when I think about today in particular, Thanksgiving, the word gratitude comes to mind. Gratitude is one of my most special, cherished, favorite virtues. I've often felt that with gratitude I can fill any void. For example, I'm just not having the best day, and there's always things, reasons, happenings, events that can bring me down, and the one thing I go back to is gratitude. Gratitude means abundance. In other words, I equate gratitude with abundance. I often think about how fortunate I am, how much I have. And so I just like to go into gratitude and say that I'm the most lucky person in the world. And I've been taught with the Brahma Kumaris that you don't compare. You also don't criticize or complain, the 3 C's. But I do want to compare just for a moment. I want to think about myself, where I'm at, whether it's in Texas or Florida or New York or Joanne in Chicago, Illinois. And then I want to think about this great big planet, planet Earth. And if I were to put myself in someone else's shoes, in Ethiopia, in China, Africa, wherever it is, or even in the United States, right? How do I compare with others in the world, and how lucky am I? God says that his children, when we recognize God, we are multi-million times fortunate. And so again, just thinking about the planet, the suffering, maybe even leaders in political parties here in the States, if I compare myself to them and what they have to go through, right? On the right or on the left, there's a lot of political leaders that have a lot of bad vibes coming towards them. But anyway, back to me. Can I say that I'm multi-million times fortunate? How lucky am I? And this is how gratitude works. So on Thanksgiving Day, I'm thinking about the abundance that I have, how I want for nothing, how I need nothing. And with that being said, now I can stop comparing. And then I look out upon this planet. I think about how many people tonight or today haven't had a meal as we celebrate Thanksgiving, as we overeat. I saw a lot of memes today with coworkers, funny, talking about putting on maternity pants, even though they're in their 40s and 50s, because of how they're going to eat today. And I think about, again, how many people are not eating 3 meals a day. How many people tonight, as we get off our meditation line, how many people will not have a bed to get into? And so as I think about those, I send out really good wishes, positive vibrations. But tonight I want to come back to me and say that it's okay, and just have gratitude for where I'm at in life, for how things are working for me. And with gratitude, I can strengthen the self. With this strength, I want less. And as I see others, now I have the eyes of compassion. right? And so as I grow and as I recognize my fortune, I can have true compassion for others. A lot of what I've learned through the Brahma Kumaris is about this method of giving. And before coming to the Brahma Kumaris, I kept thinking about giving, meaning I would have to reach into my pocket. How many people are asking? How many organizations email and we give financially? As I become strong and strengthen and focus on the self and grow spiritually, there's a unique way of giving. And it's through my vibrations, through my intention, and through my attitude. So I go within, especially on Thanksgiving, recognizing again that I am multi-million times fortunate. And then I think about the planet and I put out those vibrations, those pure vibrations, healing vibrations of peace and of love. And I know that someone catches, right? The soul is receptive. People are always catching these vibrations. And so tonight on Thanksgiving, as I give thanks for all that I have, I give out to others. I take this moment to get quiet, to settle down, and to think about the planet. No one in particular, just the entire planet. And as I see the planet Earth in my mind, and I see continents. And those continents no longer represent a divide, different countries, different political systems, different languages. But I remember it's one planet. And so my intentions go out equally to all. There's no more separation. This is one of the biggest things we suffer from, and it takes from my own sense of gratitude. Again, back to the US, left, right, Republican, Democratic. It's always about dividing. But on Thanksgiving, I want to think about unity for the whole planet. No more division, no more separation, no more recognizing differences. That's the beauty of being spiritual. The soul is identical. That's the beauty of being spiritual, where I recognize God, whatever we want to call that supreme soul, God. God is just one. And so maybe on Thanksgiving I could start thinking about, I'm really a child of God, just like everyone else on this planet is. Sometimes religion causes a divide. My religion is right, and I have this book that proves it, just like every single religion has. But on Thanksgiving, I want to step away, even from religion, and tap into the vibration of the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Parent, God, Shiva, Jehovah, Allah, whatever title we're giving that single spiritual entity. And I want to tap into that. And as God looks down on this planet from the supreme abode, what does God see? No division, no Gregg the white soul, or Mirella the Latina soul, just his children. And if there's one God, that means I'm related, because that God is my parent, like everybody else. So I'm related to everyone else on this planet. And this helps me with love, let alone gratitude. I want for my family only the best. And so family on Thanksgiving, I start thinking very differently about family. I absolutely know what family is, right? Mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, what we call the nuclear family. And when I walk outside the front door, I don't see family, I see neighbors, right? Titles. But tonight, I'm learning that it should be, and it will be, with my new thinking on Thanksgiving, one family. And as a child of God, I can see as God does. and I can love all, and I certainly can uplift all without writing a check. It's much more powerful. Taking a pen to paper is actually easy, but changing my thinking, loving my neighbors, loving the opposite thinking related to political parties, just cools things down a notch. And that feels good. This is a big part of what gratitude is. And now as I look at neighbors, co-workers, I start thinking about their specialities versus defects. It's interesting. I always know someone's flaws. But as a child of God, I can start thinking about what specialties others have. And maybe this is something I need to focus on more. Actually, it is. And this uplifts others as well as me. I just start feeling settled and a connection with all. There's been a divide. And so on Thanksgiving, I say no more divide, no more division, no more separation. When I go to a grocery store, every single person I see, just smile on them. Keeps me at peace. And what does it do for them? And now I want to ask you a question. This is a physical smile. Can someone sense a smile even when they don't see it physically? The answer is yes. So as I walk through the streets, I can smile on others without physically showing it. And that requires me to always be going within, always settling. And as I do that, my intentions really elevate others, including myself. And what a blessing. What a blessing I give to myself and others. This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful that I'm no longer going to be in the way of myself with my impure thoughts, with thoughts that brought me down. This Thanksgiving and going forward, patience really comes to mind. Going forward, I'm going to focus on patience. I'm thinking about patience right now. What does that mean to me? What does that feel like for myself when I'm patient with myself all the time? And then with others, and then walking through life. And as I become patient, gratitude increases exponentially. Wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. 4 weeks left in this year. That means there's not much time to waste. Gratitude and patience, that's what I'll focus on. Mrs. Palmisi, happy Thanksgiving. Jay, my brother. Gay, my neighbor. We'll get together soon in San Antonio. Monica, everybody that's watching, happy Thanksgiving. Let's join together as we close out. And let's just experience gratitude, which makes my mercury of happiness rise. So when I'm grateful, I can also be very, very happy. Om Shanti. Happy Thanksgiving with love. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Smile. Om Shanti, good night.